You're watching KREX 5 News.
All right, on the satellite radar imagery, there's really nothing happening along the western slope. We still have some cloud coverage for Montrose. We'll keep that clouds going through the midnight hour. Grand Junction, we're going to be clearing. Montrose, we've had light snow as late as last night before the midnight hour, kind of lingering throughout the midday today. Not a ton of accumulations, but some light snow nonetheless. Now, we pull this image out a little bit so you can see areas down to the south. Wolf Creek Pass, the highway itself, 160, I believe, they got 19, 22 inches of snow. The resort, Wolf Creek, Wolfie, if you will, they got 25 inches. You'll see that in our ski report. That's quite an exciting number there. Fort Collins picked up 11 inches. The Denver Botanical Gardens picked up 9.5 inches. U.S. Air Force Academy, they got a foot of snow. Areas around Pueblo, 5 to 15 inches. A little area outside of Alamosa in the San Luis Valley, Fort Garland, 22 inches of snow. We're just lingering with those showers. This is really the backside of the system, though cloud coverage would constitute the ultimate backside of the system. And we're talking about cloud coverage for Montrose through the night. We'll see some clouds tomorrow morning at sunrise, but then Thursday is going to be clearing as we continue. Now, high temperatures today, mid-30s at Delta, sub-freezing temperatures for just about everybody else, 21 for Gunnison. These, I guess, are manageable, but I want you to pay attention to something because the winds were really ripping around today. So these are the current temperatures right now. Depends on the wind speed. Let's take a look. Yeah, we're losing about 10 degrees. So those winds are anywhere from 10 to 15 miles per hour right now. So these are the wind chills. And it's cold out there. If you don't have a jacket, it's certainly going to bite through your fleece or your sweater or your hoodie, whatever you're wearing. You need to have that extra layer for the wind. Wind speeds right now, 15 miles per hour. Top wind gusts of the day performed as expected, upwards to the 25 mile per hour zone for a few spots, but 15 to 20 and 25, that's about it. We'll keep 10 miles per hour heading into tomorrow. Light winds also, that'll not be as strong as today, but certainly that won't make it feel any colder than we want. We still have winter storm warnings for the southern zones. These will expire by the midnight hour tonight. Winter weather advisory still lingering and storm warnings still lingering on the Front Range. If you've seen any imagery from them, kind of a mess for them. Now, Grand Junctions remain dry. We actually are heading into a rain deficit of about ½ an inch. Montrose has a rain deficit close to ¼ of an inch. We'll get some clearing skies, but don't be fooled. Grand Junction, we're going to see those clouds returning tomorrow morning because the backside of the system still will have clouds rotating through the area at least through mid-morning tomorrow. And after breakfast number 2, we're really going to have some clear skies tomorrow afternoon. And Thursday, it's going to be sunny. Thursday, it's going to be cold. And then leading into the weekend, we'll see even clearer skies, drier conditions, and those cold temperatures will remain. It's the really cold stuff is going to be in the breadbasket of the country. Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, the Red River Valley, they're going to be dealing with freezing rain. It's snowing right now in Oklahoma City. Light snow, and we just are left with colder temperatures, but you can see even into the southeast corner of Colorado, Raton Pass, these areas are going to get kind of frosty. Now, getting into the overnight temperatures tonight, I want to share with you some of these numbers. Minus 15 degrees at Gunnison, minus readings in the Roaring Fork Valley. No one really going above 10 degrees, so our forecast lows for many areas tonight from 0 to about 10 degrees. And of course, we're supposed to be in the low 40s for early February, and we are significantly colder than that, and it's going to make the day tough to get started. I mean, with single digits in the morning, and remember, you can't leave your car running unless you have a remote start, so at least hang around outside with your coffee while the car is warming up, and test out the layers and see how you're going to do for the day, but you can't leave that vehicle unattended. Let's look at the extended forecast because frigid for the mornings, that'll continue through the end of the work week, but even our lows for Grand Junction should be 20 degrees, low 20s this time of the year. We really won't hit that until the start of next week, but it's our afternoons that we're going to be working on, so slowly going from the frigid zones to the colder zones to the more mild temperatures for late weekend and early next week. Now, if you're looking for another storm system, it's not really in the cards. There's some signature that we'll see late next week, another system coming through, but unfortunately, ridge of high pressure building over the western third of the United States. You know what I'm going to say. This is the pattern that's been anchored over our area since early January, and it keeps storms away primarily. We do get a couple glancing blows, and that's what we're going to hope for late next week. But frigid temperatures in the mornings, slow recovery for some areas like Montrose. Even our afternoons won't get back to more normal conditions until the start of next week, and our lows never really get back up until middle of next week.